Welcome to episode, or part 3, I guess, of this mini-series. I'm going to have to make this the last one. I think we'll sort of, no matter what happens, we'll sort of end it with this particular part 3. I've gone through, in part 1, I went through how the game is actually sort of structured and how it's played. It's quite complex. And the last one, we started to do our actual run. So we're back in where we started in the isolation room. Just do a quick summary as to what actually happened here. So we started off here in the isolation room. We then just randomly, what we decided to do with our objectives was to look for egg samples. And what this one does when I turn this one on, it shows me potentially where things may be helpful. Like, for example, if I go back to the nest, you can see there, which we've got to try to find the nest in through this side. And we've got like a little exclamation mark. So there could be an escape by CSS back in through there. In these areas here, there could be find a nest. So there may be the nest may be there for us to get the egg. That's another one that doesn't show up. If I just hover over the nest one there again, you can see that we've got potentially this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. These are all potentially where the nest could actually be. So we're going to be moving up now into here. Now we've activated noise all the way through here. We know we can escape through this cargo sending system. So if we find the nest here, wow, that's going to be great. We should be able to win the game if that's the case. The trouble is that we've got noise everywhere. So the noise is a big problem, and the noises are shifting around at the end of each actual phase. But this is essentially where we want to be sort of moving towards, and we've just got to like the nest will be randomly in one of these locations essentially. So we're getting close. We've actually had a good look through. We found where the aliens came in with the cave entrance. There's like a hole in the wall there, or in the floor. We found the archive. We activated that and just got a little bit more knowledge about what was going on. We came into the cargo system and found another cargo sending system A in there. The trouble with this one is that there's a fire there. So we can actually, if we put the fire out, we could escape that way as well. So we've got 2 escape systems. We also have the isolation room. But the trouble we have with the isolation room is that we know a few of the contingencies from the corporation, and killing everyone in the isolation room is actually still on the cards. So we've got a 50, if we did finish off the objective and found ourselves in the isolation room, there's only a 50-50 chance it would survive. But we know that they're not going to kill anyone in the CSSs if we can get into these cargo systems and escape that way. So if we can fulfill the objective of getting the egg and make our way into a CSS, we're going to survive. We're going to win the game. So that's becoming what we want to then do. By the way, I do actually have another objective. I'm going to have to make a choice fairly soon as to which one we actually go with. I can either try to send a signal, find the signal room, and then explore all the rooms, and that's another one we could do it. But the egg sample is the one I'm actually aiming for. I've sort of been trying to sort of push myself around in that particular direction. We've got a new setup in through here where we've got like 6 cards this time. I don't know why we got 6 this time and not other times. Anyway, that's good for us. Now we've got a couple of search cards. I don't want to go back into the fire area. I don't think we've got anything that will actually sort of turn off the fire. Not that it really matters. That's sort of behind us now. So let's continue on. We're in the isolation room. This thing takes us into the unknown room, I think. As we sort of head looking towards the north, we're going to be moving through this door. Where there is noise, there's noise. We have to push the noise out this way. So I have to move carefully into this particular unknown room. Please let be the nest. So we're going to use the interrupt card. We need to do a careful move, so I need to play 2 of these. We'll do a demolition card as well. I'll just pay both of those. And we've found ourselves in the emergency room. So this one allows us to dress wounds and so on and so forth. Heal light wounds. I can actually do that. Now we do actually have a light wound because we came into a room with fire. But first of all, I need to actually go and tell it where to put the noise. And unfortunately, we're pushing the noise ahead of us all the way through. So that's now going to be going into the staircase. So let's go across and heal the light wounds. And we need to play 2 cards for this one. So we'll do rest and one of the search cards. There we go.
Light wounds has been healed.
Good. So we just want to make sure that we are nice and healthy. So we now don't have any light wounding. That's good. And we'll close that one. And we still have to keep on going through this. Actually, there is an item there as well. There's 2 items in there. I should have kept them, but I should have kept both of these search areas. Now we've got dress heavy wounds or heal heavy wounds. And we've got caffeinated pills. What does that one do? Draw 3 additional action cards. If there is at least 1 contaminated card amongst them, you will be infested by lava. Cards to pay 1. Ooh, I think that we want this actually, this med kit. It's only a light kit as well, so we can just put that in our backpack. We don't have to carry it. We're carrying a crowbar at the moment, just in case we get attacked. Now that just leaves us with one of these, just desperate attack. Yeah, we did actually have 2 search cards, so that was a bit of a shame. Well, I'm going to have to end my turn here, so we'll pass. I'll get rid of that card.
Attention, intruder movement detected. Event codename, Panic.
Okay, a panic event happened. The character got shocked and destroyed the item. Choose the item to be destroyed. I think I'm going to destroy the repair room item.
Event codename, Panic. Creeper evolved into breeder.
Okay, so we've now got an evolution up into a breeder. So the aliens are becoming more and more dangerous. We still haven't come across one just yet. We've got 9 rounds left. Let's have a look and see what's actually happened. So there's going to be a launch fairly soon from a CSS. We have to find... We've now got 5 cards. I still have a search. So let's do the search into here. Here's another dress heavy wounds. Or remove slime. 2 med kits. I might go the slime, because if we get slimed, that's gonna be really quite damaging. Let's go to the staircase. So we'll go that way, and we want to pay 2 of these. We'll get rid of the repairs and we'll get rid of obstinate. Pay those cards. So we now have to put it again ahead of us. And we haven't triggered the aliens yet properly, so we're just hearing the noises. Like the tension is getting more and more with the noises that we're getting. So we're moving into the noises, and I need to do another careful move into here. So I'll pay that.
Be careful.
And we've found ourselves in the power generator. Okay, so we now need to make a choice as to where we're going to then do this one. Now, all of these are where I do want to end up being able to get to. I need to search all of this. We've got a lot of searching to do. I was hoping that we wouldn't have to go this far away. We've got the power generator here. We might try to turn that one on in the next phase. Let's just close that. I'll put the noise there.
Attention, intruder movement detected.
So it's the end of the phase.
Event codename, Kickstopper.
Room destroyed. So the elevator entrance was destroyed there. So it looks like all the elevators are being destroyed. Just a random event. Now we have to choose our objective, and we're going to keep on going with egg sample.
Increased intruders activity.
Uh-oh. Now we've actually triggered it. There's been an incident where one of the intruders has now found us. And we've been... so each silence is considered a danger. So we've got slimed as well. Continue. So you saw there the alien at the back there. You can lock yourself in the isolation room now. So isolation is now open. But we haven't fulfilled our job of finding this intruder's egg. So there's the alien, way back over here. Now it doesn't. I can still wander around the room and do whatever else I want to do. I can't get the items now because of the intruder, and all I've really got is the crowbar. So this is an adult. So these aren't super strong. Let's have a look and see what actually happened there. Okay, so this is what actually happened at the end of the turn. So we explored that. We then did the quiet move when we paid Vincent distraction. So yep, so we paid that to make the move, and we then passed our turn. So the isolation, so resolving the events phase. Hang on, I'll just go back there. Isolation is now open. So you can lock yourself in the isolation room now. So that one sort of triggers at that particular point in time. fact, if we go to the events, we'll just have a bit of a look. Draw event Kickstopper. And so flip the power token in the elevator to its inactive side. Place a malfunction marker in all the elevator rooms. So that's actually what happened there with that particular event. And also the adult breeder and queen moved to corridor number 2. So basically both of these things actually happened. So actually 2 or 4? Why has it got 4 there? Anyway, to corridor 2. Survivor caused a noise in corridor 1. So unfortunately we triggered corridor 1, which is this one over through here. So that would have been caused through... Oops, hang on. It's just moving around because I clicked on where it said survivor. Caused a noise in corridor number 1. Yeah, not doing anything. And which spawned an adult into the power generator. So we've now got an adult in here that we have to now go and deal with. The adult successfully made a surprise attack on the survivor. So token light was 2, token darkness 4. I'm not sure exactly how these actually do work. So that's just the description. Again, I'm guessing this will be fleshed out at some point. We did actually have power in here at least, so we can see what's going on. So we can either, like, we're going to have a few choices with what we actually do through here. Survivor got a light wound by the actual adult that got us. So attack survivor with blood chase. So that's actually what it was using. And by the way, if we try to kill an alien, every turn it's random, and this is a hit point that it actually has. So we have to do damage slowly over time. So the blood chase is the character suffers 1 light wound and gets a slime marker. That's what actually happened there. Again, I'd prefer the game to show this action of what's actually going on, and then give me the slime. You've got to know to look here to get this card up to then see what's going on. If the character was attacked because of an escape action and has any undressed serious wounds, the intruder follows them. So the intruder will sort of follow us through as things actually do develop. And so this can be performed by any of the basic active aliens in the game. So that's actually what actually happened there. So it then drew that particular thing. We then got a light wound from that one, and we're now at the end of event phase number 9. So what we can do through here, we've got a number of different things. We've got desperate attack, and so the desperate attack, if we just hover over this one, so 1 contamination card will be added to your discard pile. Now, contamination cards are a problem. They can't be played. They just get in your way. Selected intruder will receive 2 injuries. If the intruder was will still be in the room you're in, it attacks you immediately. So I've got that one that I can then go and do. So player in combat. So I've got that one through there. We've what else can we do through here? There's nothing much else. If I go back into here, I've also then got the crowbar throw. So throw the crowbar at an intruder. You won't be able to get it back. So we've got one of these as well. If I go and click on that one there, if I click on this particular intruder, it's uninjured at this stage. If I click it, I need to pay 1 card. So I'll pay the demolition. So if we pay that one there,
dodge this.
We did 2 damage, and actually that killed it. So why did it kill it? And what it will be is there'll be another card. It actually drew the card Perched in the Dark. And so if we have a look at this one through here, when we actually attack it, we actually managed to do 2 damage to it, and there's now a carcass, and I could use that to then go and try to find other things. I don't have to pick it up. It's always going to be there until I do pick it up. It's then going to, I could pick it up. I don't think it takes anything to do that. Actually, no, it does take a card. We don't need the carcass, so we'll actually leave that one alone. We've got stop self-destruct. We don't have anything else we can do there. The power generator, we don't have any other things we can do here. We've got to actually toggle the power section. Don't know what this does. If we just go to read more. So you toggle the power in the section you're currently in. Well, we don't want to do that because we definitely, we've got what we need. Now, there's 2 items back in through here. Let's search the room. Now, when we have an attack like this go through, and we were very lucky, actually, I meant to show you why that actually happened, what happened in there. We got a light wound. So we've actually now got we've been slimed and we have a light wound if we have a look at this. So we've got 1 light wound, we've got slime. So we're sort of, and you eventually just get worse and worse as you go through the game, back in through this side, in through here. So then we we drew the intruder HP2. So we've killed the adult. So it's, yeah, we paid demolition. Actually, why is it not showing us what the actual one was? Random events. Nest development. We actually had that attack. Intruder was spawned. But it's not showing us what the card was that it actually got. Okay, well that's okay. We killed the adult. Again, it's not showing us the card that we picked. Survivor, crowbar throw. It doesn't matter. The moving doesn't really matter in here. From item crowbar, we paid the demolition card to do that, but it didn't show us what actually came up. And I saw it there on the side, but it didn't actually. It's for whatever reason, it's not showing up in here. Anyway, what it was that card that it actually had picked, similar to the one that it showed us with Blood Chase. So it attacked us with Blood Chase. The next time when it goes through and we attack it, it should have been. It should have shown another card from the same deck, and so but this one here, the corner would have said 2, and that's what the actual one was. There was a 2, and so we happened to do enough damage to kill it. We were very, very lucky. That was extremely lucky. So that one's been that's been done. Now, we no longer have any noise markers anywhere. So now we can start to be a little bit more active. I mean, the noise markers, I think, will still be throughout. If we go back to the map, you've still got noise markers everywhere except in this room. So we've now got free reign everywhere through here. And we know that the nest is somewhere in one of these 4 rooms. So there, and we've got the alert room in through there where we can actually have a look at the contingencies as well. So I'm better off going there and there to then see if I can then come back down. Now, if I go carefully, I can then tell it. Actually, pretty doesn't really matter. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. So I'm just going to go quickly into this next room. Let's just close this one off. So the unknown room is this one here. Let's just go up. And we're going to just use one. We're just going to get rid of the rest. Uh-oh, this is noise everywhere. So we've now been surrounded by noise. Luckily, we got rid of that other one, otherwise we would have triggered another alien. So we've got to use the computer. I can now actually use the computer. Let's have a look and see what this is going to do for us. I've got to pay 1 card. I think I'll do that. I'll just do the interruption. Use the computer. So we've got 1 door in the entire map. Actually, none of these. I think I'll just... what do we want to do here? I'll lock a door. I'll lock this door because we don't want to be going up that way. So we close that particular door. We're just going to stop aliens from being able to get through there easily. Door has been closed. And there'll be another computer card that we'll now draw. That was a bit of a waste of a turn, to be honest. I can still get 2 items in there. Let's just search these. Now there's remove slime. I definitely want to get that one. Add that one to the backpack. And actually, what was the other item? I've only got a... I think I'll make use of the... well, that's the desperate attack. We don't want that. Let's just go to a backpack. And we'll now use... Actually, I had clothes anyway. Damn it. Oh well. Let's use the clothes. Remove the slime. Pay.
Attention.
And that ends our turn
Intruder
here.
movement detected.
Hopefully, we don't trigger another one.
Increased intruders activity.
Another alien. Another adult. And we get another attack coming in. We've now got a heavy wound. It sort of tells us what goes on, but we don't get a chance to really have a good look at this one. I can't get the item while this thing's here. And we no longer have the good stuff that we actually had there before. So, what do we have in here? We've got distraction. Discard one of your items. You and or the chosen character is in your room may escape the room, moving to the same room without triggering an intruder attack. Yeah, okay, so discard one of your items. You and or one other chosen character in your room may escape the room. Alright, so, alright, that's cool. We've got demolition as well. Destroy the closed door. I don't want to be doing that one as such. Got repairs, I've still got search. Well, let's run and get out of here. So we'll use distract the intruder. Actually, if we have a bit of a look at this one first, what actually happened at the end here? All CSS launched. What? Hang on. What's going on here? Don't tell me that the CSSs have all gone. Oh, that's okay. No, if we're in one of them, we can still keep on escaping. So there was a failure there. This one actually has been able to launch if anyone was inside one. All right, so we need to get out of this room. Let's just go and distract the intruder. So we'll throw a. Actually, we're going to need this one now. I'm going to throw this. I'm going to throw the blanket. Choose the item, and we'll throw it into the power generator room.
That's
I
right.
shouldn't have destroyed that one there. Oh, that's us that goes there. Damn it, wrong way to go. I thought we were throwing it in somewhere. And now we've got the now got an alien on the map. So if we have a look, we can sort of see that there's an alien now inside this room, and it will then start to move through the ship. So I now need to move into here. I went to the wrong place. I screwed that one up badly. And we'll use rest and we'll use repairs. We'll pay the cost there. Careful move. I've only got one choice here. Gee, we're not finding this nest anywhere. By the way, we'll now have a heavy wound. Oh no, we only got a light wound. Okay, now we're still okay. I thought we'd been wounded twice. Now we've got two items. This is the transmitter control room. Now why can't we use those? Search, get item. Now that's a weapon battery to reload a weapon. There's another thermite charge. Let's go and add that one to the backpack. And I've only got one card left, which I'm not going to be able to use. I don't want to be destroying any closed doors. Alright, so let's have a look and see where we are on the map. Again, I wish that the map actually had the numbers of the exits, so we could sort of see what the exit numbers actually were, because we don't want this alien moving into that room if we can help it. So if you're playing the actual board game, all of this is exposed, like you can sort of zoom right out, and you can't do that on this one. So you're only really seeing it from your perspective, and so it's hard to keep track of what's where. So let's just pass where we are. Now demolition, I'm going to just pass and discard
Attention,
that one.
intruder movement detected.
Again, they could randomly spawn another one.
Intruder movement detected.
Okay, move to that room there. Now that's a room that we may
Event
need to try to
grouping.
get to.
Noise in corridors. Increased intruders activity.
No, another one. So we made noise again, and we now have another intruder coming in. I think just another adult. Okay, so we're in trouble, guys. We're in trouble. What have I got? I've still got another distraction. I'm going to play this card. I'm going to get rid of the thermite again. Actually, no, I won't. I'll choose this item, and we'll run through. We've still got to find our way through. So let's run into this room. This is the alert room. So there's noise now coming from level 3. Now, unfortunately, is there anything else in this room that we need to be worried about? I don't think so. No, there's nothing else over here. So we've just got the one light wound. Actually, what else do we need to do here? If we look at the map, I've got aliens there and there now. So I can't go into that room there. We don't know what's in these two rooms. I'd love it if there's a CSS in one of these, that would be cool. And if the nest was here, that would be ideal. Otherwise the nest is going to be over this side. So we need to keep away from these two aliens now. So I think what we'll do is we might move up into here where there's no noise. So we'll just move quickly up that way. And then we'll move it out to this phone. Hopefully we find the nest there. And we may have to sort of try to find our way back through. These aliens will now be sort of randomly moving through the ship. But they're now active. Close this one. So there's nothing else we can do in this room, I don't think. Have a quick look and see. Yep, there's nothing else in here. Unknown room. I'm just going to do a quick move into here. We'll pay that.
It happens. Oh no.
That was number one. Actually, that's not too bad. This is the testing lab. Now, if we had been able to bring the body up into this room, we'd be able to then do... Well, we don't have no stone unturned. We can't do that one in there. We'd have to... like, to do no stone unturned, we have to go to every single room. Well, we're basically doing that anyway. There's neutralizers in through there. There is actually a... we can search in here. Now, if we have a look at the map again. So we've now got a noise going back into this room where the aliens actually are. And I want to make sure... This is actually a malfunctioning room. We've got fires down in through here. If I sort of zoom in, you can sort of see that there's like a flame indicator down that way. There's actually two rooms with fires. Where's the other room? So it's showing that there's actually two fires going. Anyway, all of our last hope, really, the nest is... There's only two rooms. It's a 50-50 chance now to find this nest. We've been very unlucky because we've had to go through the whole ship or the whole base trying to find this bloody room. And it's going to be in either one of these locations. Let's go into this room into here. So we'll just close this one off. And so this is the unknown room. I still want to search the items just in case there's something of use that we can make use of. So we've got ourselves an analysis tool set, so we can analyse objects. Any item to analyse, so carcass, egg or corpse. We don't really need that one. Scan contamination cards. Chase away intruder. That's the one. Reagent. We'll add that one to the backpack. That's applicable. That's exactly where you get the reagents from, the neutralisers. So we'll go to the unknown room. Now, again, I don't need to worry about what noise I make. But I think I'm going to go and just do a careful move just so I can make the choice, because there's not going to be anything in here that I can do anyway. Please be the nest. No, it's not. Oh, damn it. Okay, well, we have to go back in. Look at the map again. The nest is... that's the only place the nest can be. That mistake I made by distracting and then running this way instead of running that way, God, it would have been a completely different game. Now these will still move. We still may have a chance in here. We do have a computer there. So I can actually switch off some of the doors as well. Like I've closed off this door, which again I shouldn't have done that. I've sort of been wasting my abilities with doing things that I shouldn't be doing. You know, if we can no longer do this objective, we had to choose this one now, but we're not that far off getting this one. We're almost we've got the vast majority of the rooms actually now located, and we're out of time yet again. Damn it! It's going to have to be a 4 version game, I think. Actually, this is the laboratory here is disabled, but this is one if this was enabled and we had that body that was left over back in through here. We'd then be able to actually over here in here. We would then be able to sort of analyse that and get even more knowledge of what's actually going on. So anyway, we're going to have to go back into here somehow. We've got no choice. So we have to hope that these things wander off into other rooms. So we're just going to close that one for a second. I've got nothing else I can do, so I'm going to just put the noise there.
Intruder movement detected.
Now it's the end of the phase.
Power failure in section 2.
We're out of power now as well.
Intruder movement detected.
So move to that room. And there.
Event codename coolant leak. Larva evolved into adult.
That's the end of the transmission. So I'll end it here for this episode, and we'll play the last one next phase. But somehow we're going to have to get into here, and we've got aliens there. Now I've got the reagent. I'm gonna have to run through this room. That's what we're gonna have to do. But now the lights are off, or the power's failed everywhere. Big problems, guys. Big problems. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it here. I'll catch you in the next episode.